Anna Lee Woodstrom. One teacher that I will never forget is Anna Lee Woodstrom. She would greet you into her classroom so you could learn the language by saying Guten Morgen, which means good morning in English. She was a real survivor from Germany, and she moved to America with an American soldier to marry and live in America. She only came here with a English translation book in her hand to learn the American language. From a little town in Twin Valley, Minnesota, my teacher, Alaline Woodstrom. She was in 4th grade during the war when Adolf Hitler was marching the streets in 1935 in Germany. In 1943 was the last time she saw her papa because of the war. He ended up serving in the army for Germany, and she ended up meeting an American soldier named Kenny and marrying him in 1947. She ended up moving to America only to get away from the German battles that were going on in her own country. She came with the German language, taught it to many people in this country. In the 60s, she decided, since she had 2 children that had already made it into elementary, she would go to Moorhead and drive back and forth from Ada to Moorhead to get her college degree so that she could actually teach this language in the school. She was tired of living with no money. They had been asking for money from her family, his family, and lived needing money from family members for years due to many medical bills and other issues that came up during the transition over to this country. In 1970, she got her degree and started teaching in the Twin Valley High School. She had a son named Roy that lost his eyesight by an ice pick. He was trying to open up a pop bottle and he hit himself in the eye, and his eye turned white during the middle of the night, so he lost his eyesight. His father, Kenny, had many issues with this because Kenny had left the ice pick down low for him to grab. So when the second one was born, they let Roy name the little girl Sandy. So it was Roy and Sandy was Annalee's 2 children, even though Annaline was very upset about letting her son name her only daughter. Annalee was not a happy woman when she was growing up. She went through depression. She also got upset with Kenny because when her son Roy was 18, Kenny's father, ended up moving in with them in a 3-bedroom house in Ada, and that was because of his mother had passed away. In 1997, the flood in Ada did damage to their home, and Kenny was too sick to go downstairs to see the repair work. The people in Ada that worked on the house took and carried him downstairs so that he was able to see the work that had been done to the repairs of the home. In 1999, in February, Kenny had passed away. Annalee Woodstrom took this and decided to write 3 books. These are 2 of the books that she had wrote. Empty Chairs. War Child was the first one that she had wrote about the life of growing up in Germany and how she moved from Germany to America. And Empty Chairs is the book about all the people that she has lost in her lives. And then she has a third book that is And So It Was, Reflections of My Life. And that one I do not have here. That's quotes of hers. Annalene Woodstrom is not just a great teacher. She also left a life in Germany to find a better life in America, to raise a family and a home and a career, to write not just one book, but 3. Thank you.